Hi, everybody. I think we're live. Just checking and waiting for Marin and family. Hoping to see you soon. And in the meantime, let's get started. Now, I have to remember to turn the right way because it's opposite on this. For some reason, it doesn't mirror the way it should. But here's our Osage 4 diamonds to start. Always a good place to start with the signature figure for most kids. It's the breakthrough figure that makes you feel like you're really a spring gamer. So
Hi, Fred. Can you hear us?
how you doing?
Turn this louder.
Let's see your Osage 4 diamonds. There it goes. That works a little better. Hey, Wesley, what you working on?
Hey, Fred, would you say something? I'm trying to turn up the volume. Can we hear you now? Hey, Fred, can we hear you now?
Pointed star.
I don't think we have enough. We can't hear you very well.
Yep.
Just did the string figure.
Now can you hear me?
We can. You're just a little. It's just soft, but we can. We'll work with what we have. How's that?
I couldn't quite hear you, but let's see what's going on.
Okay. How about you guys get really close to one another so you can really hear Fred? That's okay, Fred. We'll just try to speak up, okay? We will too. There we go. We're all set. Sorry, we're coming in late.
Just checking my mic.
Oh, that's better.
Is that better? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I moved the mic around.
Isn't it? You
So
guys? Yeah.
now my video looks
Okay.
frozen. That's better.
There you
Finally. Okay. So, Bernard, have you got your
your Osage 4 diamonds, your Jacob's ladder down? Let's see. No? Okay. You got your cat's whiskers? Can you get the cat's whiskers?
No.
Oh, well, let's go over it. That's a great way to start. Opening A. Drop thumbs. Both thumbs let go. Now you just have the plain X. Now you go up and away. Turn your palms away from you, toward me. Yeah. Now thumbs go under, come toward you, under everything, with only that bottom string.
Wait, so how do you do it?
You go beyond it, go farther away from you. So you go under. And now just come up high enough to get that one bottom string and bring that toward you under all the other strings. Now look from the top, and the thumb goes over the very first string on the pointer
I don't
finger.
think I got it.
Yeah. Now you go over one, under one.
I don't have it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you have
I
it.
don't. No.
You got the thumb under. Now come toward you under. Now all the way toward you. So right now, with your thumbs, stay under there. Under, not over. Yeah, under. Back toward you under. All the way so it's in front. Now, your thumb is going to go over the first one. Looks like you went under that. Go over that very first one. If you hold it like this, pointing at me, now your thumb is going over one, and then you pick up each different one. That's the next one you come to. It's two different ones, right? Now, drop little fingers. Once you pick those, yes. Now, little fingers go over the very back one. Keep your pointer and thumb really far apart. And now little finger goes over the very back one and under the very next.
Look how it turned out. It didn't turn out like anything.
You almost had it. I could tell it was almost there. Okay. You just drop the thumbs now. Before you let go, you got to go with your thumbs under everything. So you got opening A. Now you drop the thumbs. Now you should have just the plain X. Now point up, away, thumbs go under, yeah, from the far side, away from you, you pick that up and come back under everything and back toward you. And as you come back toward you, it makes your palms face each other again. Your palms shouldn't be facing me, they should be facing to each other. Come under, and that shifts your palms. When you bring it back toward you, that makes your palms face each other, right?
Where's the corner? Where's the little triangle?
No, this is cat's whiskers. Cat's whiskers first.
I think you got it. Now look, point it this way. Thumbs go over this straight one and under the very next on each side. On each different side of the X, you pick up. Yes, that looks right. Now let go little fingers. Now keep the thumb up and the pointer finger down, pointing away from you like this. And now little fingers are going over that very back one and pick up the very next. Over one, under one. Yes, that looks right. Yeah. Now, when you drop both thumbs, you should have cat's whiskers. Meow, meow. Yeah. Meow, meow. Okay. Now,
like
with
I'm
your
in-
thumbs, with your thumbs, you go over two and pick up the third. Yes. Now you do that reach across. Watch what I'm doing. I reach over here, and this one that's near me on the pointer finger, I share it with the thumb. Just pick it straight up and drop it onto the thumb as well. Now there's two on the back of your thumbs, and the one that's below goes up over the thumb. Yes. Now you do the same thing on the other side.
I've
This
already
one
done
goes
that.
over, this one goes over. Now you got to look for these little triangles. There's little triangles.
See them?
Little triangles right there. Hook your pointer finger down in the little triangle. Let go, little fingers, and you go down and up away from you. You got it. That's it. You got it. You just got to get that sweep up so you get that all displayed. Yes. Nice helping, Wesley. That's great. Then once you get it all, Wesley comes in and takes these two, pulls them down, and that's what makes Grandpa's suspenders. There's Grandpa's two legs, and those are the suspenders up there. So, tell me about your trip on the water. How was it being out on the boat?
Good.
Yeah? Yeah, what was the most exciting thing that happened on your trip? Most exciting.
Right. Making the fairy houses, and I learned how to row. You did not.
You learned how to row.
Okay.
What are you working on, Wesley? You look like you're building something.
Yeah, I am. I make these things for action figures, and this is a sword and a scabbard, and I have a spear somewhere, and right now I'm working on a shield.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Bernard, is there another figure you want to ask about? Do you want to
You know, I just... Oh,
Bernard, will you show Fred one of the figures that you know?
Where's
The
Oh,
string?
no.
No, not that. I meant the string figures.
No.
so have you guys already learned the five-pointed star?
No.
Would you like to learn that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so for that one, the first thing you want to do is make your string into a double so it's only half as long. So you remember how to do that? You can just make two and drop one over. Or you can put one hand in and then wrap the string around and grab the two on the wrist, pull it up, that makes a double. So once it's a double, what you want is position one on one hand, and then only the middle finger on the other hand.
What?
So it looks like this, like a big, long, skinny triangle, right? Now you're holding it like this. The hand that's pointing up,
This hand goes in.
both hands are pointing up now. And the hand that's pointing up where you only have it on the middle finger, that hand, the thumb on that hand is going to go diving up in the air and then down behind the string on your other palm. And then you come up toward your own face like this. And now if you look on your thumbs, there's one string on your side of the thumb that crosses under, right? And then there's another string on the far side of the thumb. And on the hand where you only have it on the middle finger and thumb, you're going to take your little finger and reach over 1, 2, 3 strings to that one string that goes between the two thumbs. And when you pull it down, it makes a 5-pointed star.
Fred, could you do that again?
Yeah. So start like this with the triangle,
I'm right here.
just the triangle. Now your thumb goes diving up, down behind the string on the palm, back toward you. Now you should have this one string on the far side of the thumb that goes straight across. On that side where you have it, not that hand, other hand, the other hand
Look,
is
look.
going to have the little finger go up over 1, 2, 3 strings and pick up that fourth string that goes between the two thumbs and pull it down.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Just go right up and pull that one down, and that's what makes your 5-pointed star.
The pointer,
This one?
the pointer finger.
No. Wait. Where?
Little finger,
Middle finger.
No. We're not.
little
You have to go.
finger,
Do it
pinky.
again. Do it again.
Use the pinky on the side where there isn't a string on the pinky. The other side, there's no string on that pinky. And that's the one that goes pick up that one on the far side of the thumb.
I have pinkies. I got strings of both of them.
Do it again.
You
I
start
think
over.
you didn't get the right string picked up with your thumb. So go back to here where you have just the triangle.
Okay, we're done.
Okay, now on the triangle. Sorry, that was me knocking over my microphone.
Let's move this way too.
There. Now I think I got it. Okay. So now on that hand where you have just the middle finger, thumb goes diving down behind that string on the palm.
Wait, so it just a twist?
You're going across to the other hand, Bernard.
Does it twist one way or the other?
There's no twist. It's just a plain triangle, no twists.
I know, but when you get to the part I'm going across, back.
Yeah, but you're going across with the wrong hand. It's the hand where you have only the middle finger in.
This one?
This thumb goes down behind and then up toward your face. You went away from you. You got to go up toward you.
Jeez. Now I got it.
Now this little finger goes under this string that comes between the two thumbs.
So the what?
The string that comes between the two thumbs.
Get this.
Look at Tom, you can't really see his string.
Wait, no, get this.
Pull that
I
down.
can't really see your string.
Just get this. Bernard, look, watch. All right, now pull it up. Pull it up. Come on, look.
You got it. That's it. Now hold it up, and that's the
can turn it
5-pointed
seven.
star.
Yeah.
You got it.
Oh, wow. Let's do that a couple more times.
Pretty cool, huh? And once you get comfortable with it, you can do that pick up and pull down in one move. So it goes zoop, whoop, like that, really quick. That's why they call this the fastest string figure alive. Zoop.
Fred, do you have a story that goes with this figure?
Only that story in the book where I learned it, they call it the fastest string figure there is. Because once you really get to do it, you can make it be a really fast figure. What I usually do after I teach this is I teach kids how to draw a 5-pointed star, a 6-pointed star, a 7-pointed star, and an 8-pointed star at least. And sometimes we do 9, 10, 11, and 12. Which is really fun. The bigger ones are even harder to do, but at least everybody should know how to do a 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the 7 is the one that's really tricky.
What about a 4?
4 is not really much fun unless you make them really curvy. And then if you make them curvy and do one on top of another, that's how you get an 8-pointed star that looks like a Christmas star.
How about a 2-pointed?
And 2-pointed is sort of like going back and forth.
How about 3-pointed?
And 3-pointed is the wonderful triangle. That's my favorite of all the shapes, because it's so stable and yet dynamic at the same time. Goes to change into almost anything you want.
What about 5?
5 is sort of like a person, right? Because the 5,
Yeah.
there's the head, and then 2 arms and 2 legs.
Yeah.
So you can make a 5-pointed star into a little puppet and twist it a little so it makes a body. And then you have the 2, you have the head up on one finger and 2 legs and 2 arms on the other fingers, and you can make them dance around. You got to decide which one you're going to make look like the head. Now he looks like he's standing on his head.
Who?
See, because you got his head down on your middle finger on the bottom. That's his head. And then his 2 arms or 2 legs are up in the air.
I think with that hand, yeah. There's a person.
Now, where the middle finger is the head. And if you twist it a little, then his torso becomes a little more distinctive.
Looks like that.
He's very flexible.
Bernard, do you want to make up a story about it?
No. Okay, yeah. Story.
You got a story?
No. No story.
No stories? Well, the way you were rubbing the figure over your face reminded me of a wonderful story. one of my teachers, whose name is James Murphy, he's a Native American man who taught math at an arts high school in New York City for a long time. And he started using string figures to teach algebra to his students. And after he'd been doing it for a while and the students were really learning a lot, the special education people came to him and said, "We have a student who's blind. And he's learned algebra pretty well, but he somehow can't seem to get trigonometry. So you think you could teach him trigonometry with string figures?" And he said, "Well, I've never done it, but I'll try." And when they sat down to figure out how to teach with string figures, he said the first thing they had to do was figure out how he was going to be able to see, with quotes, what was happening with the string since he was blind. So what they figured out was he would rub the figure over his face. And then just from the way the strings moved on his face, and sometimes if there was a special way one string was on top of another, he would use his tongue to figure out which one was on top, so he would know what the looping was, because that's a lot of when you're doing advanced math with string figures, you have to know which one's on top and which one's on the bottom, because it's a different figure if the other one is on top in that kind of math teaching.
And did he learn string figures?
Not only did he learn string figures, but the best part of the story is, he said this fellow, when he first started coming to him, he used a cane to get around, of course, but he really wasn't comfortable going anywhere where he hadn't already been, or going with somebody who would help him. And after he'd been doing string figures for a couple of months, he was so confident about figuring out where he was in the world that he got to where he could ride on the New York City subway by himself and go any place he wanted to.
Without using his cane?
Well, using his cane, but he didn't have to have a guide, and he didn't have to feel worried if he wasn't someplace where he'd never been, because he'd always been afraid before. But once he figured out how to figure out string figures and all kinds of higher math, he felt much more confident. I've always loved that story.
I love that story too, Fred.
So I'm going to have to go a little early today because I have to take my wife to the doctor. She just had a lens replaced in her eye. And so she's going in for a checkup. But so far, everything is going well. It was last week she had the surgery. So, but I'm going to say goodbye for now. And we'll talk sometime before next week. And I want to keep going. I have these scheduled now for... Whoa, look at that. Shield, and is that like and a sword? All right, those look really cool. I'm going to send you guys, I just saw plans for how to make a butterfly that flies from a little paper airplane kind of launcher.
Oh,
It's very
wow.
cool.
Is that origami?
It's sort of like origami, yeah. It's not really origami. It's they use glue as well, but they roll up paper and glue it, and then put those next to each other. So that makes the launcher with a little rubber band. and then you make a paper airplane and put it in the groove of the tubes you've made out of paper. And then it launches from that. It's really very cool.
Wesley has figured out.
I have one.
I'm not sure if he has time to show you right now, but when we see you next time, Wesley has created. We saw a wonderful Japanese storyteller who told a story. Oh, good.
Oh, with
So Wesley
origami?
saw it, and she figured out how to make the piece
Oh,
of it. You want to?
cool.
This
Yes,
can be
I've
our way of
seen
ending,
those.
and then we'll show you more next week.
Wonderful. I've seen those, but I've never learned how to make it. That'd be wonderful. I'd love to
So-
learn.
This is the theme of the butterflies, and we'll just end with this, okay, Wesley? All right. Say, welcome, butterflies. Welcome to your migration.
Woo! Oh, my word. That's the story. It opens up to be butterflies flying. How beautiful.
And the way
That's
to make
great.
it is you just take the piece of paper,
Uh-huh.
then you fold it like that, and then you open it and fold it again.
Right.
Then you open it and you have it like that, and you
Uh-huh.
just turn it around and fold it diagonally
Right. Right.
twice. So then you
Cool.
have a shape like this.
Right.
And fit it together in a woven pattern.
Wonderful. Oh, that looks just wonderful. Yeah, I've done a little bit of origami. I did a project with my class once where we folded 1,000 paper cranes and sent them to a school in Hiroshima, as from the story of Sadako and the 1,000 paper cranes.
I'll tell the kids more about that story, Fred, and we can. I heard you say you need to go, so we can say goodbye.
All right. Thank you,
And we'll
guys. I'll
see
see you
next
soon.
week. Yeah.
Yes, and we'll talk in between about Honey Hill and the school.
Okay, great. Yes, let me know when works for you.
All right. Take care.
Thanks so much, Fred.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Bernard, for working on string with me. That was really fun.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.